Good morning, District 82, and welcome back to Rendezvous with Conference Chairs. As we all know, Rendezvous with Conference Chairs is a series of episodes where we reach out to all the past conference chairs of District 82 and let them tell us why they think a district conference is very special for every member of that district. Now, it's like doing a time travel for us. We started with 2016, 15, 14, and now we are here at the residence of the conference chair of Reverberation 2008. But before that, I'm so glad that I found someone who's as tall as me. I mean the lamppost, by the way. So I'm here at the residence of distinguished Toastmaster Indira Jayaraj. Now she is the one who was the second to finish her DTM journey in the whole of Tamil Nadu. She was the second area governor of Tamil Nadu who went on to become a division governor later. So ladies and gentlemen, she is also the founding member of Chennai Toastmasters Club and of course a charter member of 3 clubs in Chennai, which is Chennai Toastmasters Club, Medley Toastmasters Club and Madras Toastmasters Club. So let's speak to this dynamic personality and get to know from her why she thinks a district conference is very special for every member of that district. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you distinguished Toastmaster Indira Jayaraj. Ma'am, hello, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us today on a Sunday morning. It's a pleasure speaking with you on Rendezvous with Conference Chairs.
Hi Gautam, same here. It's an extremely wonderful moment for me to meet all the Toastmasters, young Toastmasters of District 82, and it's a pleasure talking to you.
The very first thing that I wanted to know from you is, now you have been a founding member of Chennai Toastmasters Club. You have been a Toastmaster since 2004, way back in 2004 when the Toastmasters movement was just flourishing in Chennai. So how did you feel when you walked into your first district conference as a delegate? Now you would have chartered and built a lot of budding clubs, a lot of new clubs with 30 people, 40 people, 50 people, meeting all of them. And suddenly when you walked into a district conference with hundreds of people, so how was that grand experience in your life?
The first district conference I attended was in Bangalore in the year 2004, and we were just 2 of us from Chennai, that is Nina and I. And this was held in Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. And you know about Indian Institute of Science, I mean the world knows about Indian Institute of Science, and so many international conferences have happened there. And the organizers had such beautifully planned and organized the entire district conference, and the hall itself was so massive in the sense that it was a well-shaped structure, round, you have to walk into a well, and the seating goes like this, and the members sitting there, committee members, and the speakers and the contests, everything was so beautifully organized. Like, it was, the entire experience for me was very overwhelming, because I had attended conferences earlier from my professional side, but this was totally different for me, and the educational sessions especially were full of knowledge, because I felt, see, it was actually an enhancement to my personality, because as an individual I would say I keep to myself. I don't move around or socialize much, but here was an opportunity where everybody was there to learn public speaking. So what is it? So in that sense, it was very nice meeting people, and everybody was very cordial. There was no feeling of that I come from this kind of a profession or that. Everybody was at the same level. They was there to learn something, learn public speaking basically. And it was a very magnificent experience for me.
And that was very nice listening to you about the first conference that happened in Bangalore, the Indian Institute of Science, and how grand it was when you walked in there for the first time. Now, having attended such big conferences, when you were given an opportunity to chair such a huge conference in 2008, now you are also the first conference chair technically of Reverberation, because it's in your time that the conference got its name Reverberation. Before that, I think it was called Regalia 2007, and it was in 2008 when we had the first Reverberation of District 82. And after that, I think today District 82's name is reverberating across the world for the performance that we're giving. So how did you feel when such a huge responsibility was given in your hands? So can you share a few things about Reverberation 2008, your baby conference?
The responsibility of being the conference chair for Reverberations 2008, which we fondly called as R8, was frightening for me in the beginning, because the number of clubs were less that is community clubs. There were only 3 community clubs or maybe 4, and the corporate clubs were finding it very difficult to come out of their after their work time to help us, although they contributed in a big way. But the first thing the feeling came to me was that a feeling that will I be able to do this, because it was not an opportunity given to me, that was a huge responsibility. My division governor Neena John just said, Indira, you are the conference chair. You select your co-chair, you select your team. So there was no way of saying, I can't do this or anything. I had to do it. So I took it up. And fine, of course, I had a wonderful co-chair, Shastaram. He was a student then, but then he helped us in such a big way, unimaginable. And he was able to mobilize people, and we all formed committees, and we met every week, almost every week, to get this going. Shasta as co-chair was an almost right hand to me, and he organized all the committees, and then he will drive himself up and down, people going here, there, and other side Neena will drive. I was sitting beside her, and we both used to go and talk to people rather, to help us with sponsorships. And here was Shasta, he was Neena, and the entire committee. The huge challenge was funds. Funds was the most difficult part, because nobody knew what is Toastmasters, nobody was ready to help us. And public speaking, people thought we all speak, why do they need to know about public speaking? So people never understood. But in spite of that, somehow we managed to get 1 or 2 sponsorships, and our Deepak Menon, he helped us get a sponsorship, and somehow we got it through. And then after that, as we were thinking that we will be able to make it, suddenly there was this terrorist attack in Bombay, Taj and other places, 26/11, and suddenly everybody was in a state of shock, the entire nation for that matter, as you must have seen in newspapers. And many members who were supposed to come from Mumbai cancelled their registrations. And after that, and even people who were delegates who were supposed to come from Sri Lanka were a little frightened about taking a flight to India. And then we were all the time telling them that we'll take care of you, please do come. And somehow we managed, and people were ready to come. And then when all that was settling down, there was this sudden most unexpected visitor, Nisha. The cyclonic storm arrived unannounced, and it was almost flooded. Chennai was we were all going, it was knee deep water in Chennai. And imagine, the delegates were to arrive on 28th, 29th, 30 was the conference, 28th by evening or 29th early morning the delegates were to arrive. But it was raining so, like cats and dogs, as they say. It was raining so badly, and we were just wondering whether this conference is going to happen at all. But all the time we were being reassured. We had a press meet the earlier 28th November evening. Nobody turned up, hardly 2 or 3 reporters turned up, to whom we spoke. Balraj was there, Deepak was there, and somehow we managed that day. And then, in spite of all this pouring rain, 29th morning it was pouring like mad, and in spite of that, our transport team, Ravi Singhal and Karthik, I cannot forget, they both took their umbrellas, went to the airport, went to the station to receive the delegates. I cannot forget that. I don't remember other committee chair members, but transport committee, these two, I don't know where they are now, but I cannot forget their contribution.
Wow, ma'am, I think it was like watching the Hollywood movie Day After Tomorrow. There was cyclone, there were floods, and there was terrorist attack. And amidst all this, you have done a conference. Kudos to you for that Reverberations 2008, the first reverberation of District 82, in fact.
Thanks to my team, thanks to my co-chair, thanks to my entire team. It was not my contribution alone. It was my team, not me at all.
Beautiful. Now, ma'am, the last question that I wanted to ask you for today is, why do you think a member should attend a district conference? Now, a lot of times when we go and try promoting district conferences, one question we all get from members is, what's in it for me in a district conference? Why should I be attending that 3 days or 4 days of conference? Now, we have Ovation 2017 around the corner. Now, we want to hear from you on why you think a district conference is very special for every member of that district.
Why not? You have any reason to tell me why not to attend?
I don't really have, but I would like to hear from you on few reasons why you think a district conference is very important for a member.
First thing is, when you are in the club, you do learn a lot of things, but it is like almost a frog in the well. How much can you learn in the club? Once you move out of the club, even going to other clubs for that matter, or maybe if you're meeting on a weekday, go to a community club on a Sunday. Or if you are in a community club, go to a corporate club, you learn. That way, just imagine when you go to a district conference, it is at such a larger level. The number of members and different levels of learning, projects which they've come, you can talk to them. What project have you done? Are you CC, are you CL, whatever it is. How did you do it? So who is your mentor? So that way when you get to talk to people, it's a very good learning. It's a very valuable experience. And the educational session, I tell you, are really, really amazing. It's full of knowledge for Toastmasters. And you get to know the best practices followed in all the clubs. So which you can follow in your own club. Sure. Because every club is a new club, they want to learn. And unless there is somebody to guide them, so that guidance you get only at the district conference. Plus your feeling that I'm a part of this huge organization, that feeling of oneness you get at the district conference. And there is everybody is equal there. Nobody feels that I'm higher or I am somewhat lesser, nothing of that sort. Even if he or she is a DTM once, twice, thrice, or just a beginner, everybody is treated alike, and they get to learn the speeches, the contests. Just by watching the contestants, you will feel motivated. Oh yes, why not I? Why not I participate?
So someday we want to be there.
Absolutely. So it's a very good feeling. Unless you attend, you won't, because it's something you cannot, quantify. It's a feeling. Unless you go there
and experience it,
yes, you will not understand. So you have to tell the new member, please come and feel the experience. It's not something like you go to the beach, you don't get anything, it's a feeling, that good feeling and the good breeze that you enjoy. So it's that kind of a feeling that you have to enjoy. It's not that you can say something that this is what you get in return. So you must attend.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Like you rightly said, it's like going to the beach, experiencing it and coming back. You cannot really quantify it.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, ma'am, once again for being a guest in our show today. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Now, if there is one last thing that you would like to tell the members of District 82, what would it be?
Dear Toastmasters, welcome to Ovations 2017, the journey to stardom.